mean, that was I can only kind of shake my head when I think of all of my interactions with Bowie. But we go from that to our last segment of the show with the Seattle Reign, who played 2 friendlies technically over the past week, but we only have access to the one. The last one that they played against the Portland Thorns was behind closed doors, and we haven't been given any information from the team about that. But March 6th, at the University of Washington, the Reign in their past, since they've existed in the NWSL, have played a few friendlies on and off in the preseason with the UW women's soccer team, and that included this past year. A 2-1 win. Bethany Balser scored a penalty to get the game-winning goal. Jess Fishlock scored in the first half. The Huskies couldn't get the ball out of their own half, and it squirted out to Fishlock, who was able to take advantage, going far post on a little chip to score that one. Shortly after, Jaden Holden-Reed, a freshman midfielder for the Huskies, scored an absolute screamer. A few minutes later, Fishlock hit the post right before halftime, wasn't able to do it. Balser was able to score a penalty that was drawn by former Husky Mackenzie Weinert, and they were able to hold on in that one. Cool to see this match. You know, there are a few, we'll put them on the screen as well for you. There are a few Husky connections. There are 4 players currently on the roster that are former Huskies: draft pick McKenna Carr, forward Mackenzie Weinert, defender Shea Holmes, and midfielder Olivia Vander Yacht. Shea Holmes' sister, Jace Holmes, is currently on the Huskies right now, which is cool to see. And Sounders midfielder Danny Leyva, his sister Andrea Leyva, is on the Huskies as well. So that was really cool. It's always really cool to see, you know, the Husky pipeline here, and especially to have that match take place. Great attendance for this match on a cold night at the University of Washington. And we're getting closer and closer to the regular season for the Reign. They were supposed to play a closed-door friendly at Providence Park against the Portland Thorns on March 9th at 3 p.m. We didn't get any information on that from the team, so I can't give you any information on that. We do have team-related news, though. On the 7th, the club did sign midfielder and draft pick Sam Meza through the 2024 season with a 1-year option. Meza was Seattle's first pick this past draft, acquired as the 17th overall selection in the second round. The rookie midfielder signs with the Reign after playing 4 years at the University of North Carolina, making 71 career starts across 72 games played, recording 7 goals, 10 assists, and 68 shots for the Tar Heels. The 22-year-old was named to the All-ACC first team back in 2022 and was a 2-time All-ACC second team selection as a senior in 2023 and a sophomore back in 2021. So Meza, and what we've seen from her so far this year, whether it's trainings in the preseason, she's been a pest, you know, in a good way. The pest that you want on your team. A lot of good speed and, you know, as a midfielder, kind of all over the field. So that's kind of what you want from your midfielder, especially if they're not going to be a holding midfielder per se. It'll be interesting to see how the Reign use Meza and what she's able to do. You know, normally with Challenge Cup, that's when you get to see players more like this if they're not going to start or if they don't come off the bench. But, you know, the Reign really wanted her. They were really happy in the post-draft meetings that we had that they were able to trade up and select her. So exciting there with that respective news. So we're done with the preseason for the Reign. Finally, this upcoming Sunday, March 17th, is their season opener versus the Washington Spirit. It feels like every single time the Reign opened their season the past few years, it's been against the Washington Spirit one way or another. That match is at Lumen Field. It is a 3 p.m. Pacific time kickoff, and it's on NWSL Plus. So